feel like you need to cry, but you just can't? Like the tears are right there, but they won't come down. You're overwhelmed, you feel heavy, and yet emotionally, you're on mute. So many women say this, especially high functioning, emotionally strong, got it together women. Let's talk about why your tears won't fall and what you do when you're overdue for a good emotional release. I'm Davina Dandridge, speaker, author of Brains and Baubles Do What Works for You, and emotional empowerment coach. And this is Brains and Baubles Live, where we use emotional intelligence to design lives that are calm, with confidence, and sophisticated empowerment. If you've been moving through life on autopilot and you're disconnected or stuck, listen, this is the episode for you. Let's talk about the quiet grief and the emotional shutdown and how to find your way back to softness, safety, and yes, even tears. Somewhere along the way, you learned to hold it all in. Maybe it started when you were told to stop being so sensitive. Or maybe it was when you were crying and it made you feel weak or made you feel unsafe or just dramatic. Eventually, you trained yourself out of your own emotions. But crying isn't weakness, it's emotional regulation. When you're stuck in hyper independence or you're in survival mode, your nervous system can literally forget how to release. You're not broken, you're just blocked. Job 16:20 says, "My friends scorn me, but mine eyes poureth out tears unto God." So even when people don't understand your pain, God does. This verse reminds us that crying isn't weakness, it's worship. Tears are a language God listens to without judgment. They're not failure of faith, they're an expression of faith. Listen, there is a cost to building up emotional walls. Let's talk about the ones that you've built. Not the cute boundaries, but more like emotional fortresses that nobody can get through. The ones built with bricks of people can't be trusted, or no one shows up for me, or I don't need anyone. Each heartbreak, each betrayal, and each disappointment became a new layer of protection. But here's the truth, you're building a fortress, but you're also building a prison, one where your emotions can't reach you. Here's an action step that you can take to help break down some of those walls that you've built up. So, write down 3 beliefs that currently wall you off from being vulnerable. And then ask yourself, who taught me that? And do I still agree with that thought? Vulnerability isn't optional. But let's first redefine vulnerability. It's not about oversharing, it's about showing up fully and showing up in the spaces that matter. And this is what you control. You control who you are vulnerable to. So, emotional vulnerability means saying help, saying that I need help, asking for help, and being open to help, letting someone see you for who you are without offering a solution. And emotional vulnerability is not apologizing for your tears. Your nervous system has been on high alert for years, and releasing is a reset. It's not a weakness. Important to learn how to cry again. And I know you want those tears to come down. So I have 3 ways to invite the tears to come down without forcing them. The first one is that you should keep a prayer and gratitude journal. Sometimes naming what you're thankful for unlocks the emotions behind that wall that you've built up, the wall you built for survival. If you prefer, you can try journaling without judgment. This is a great way to really express what you've been holding back. So you write whatever comes out and not what sounds pretty or not what sounds like you already healed. Here's an example of what I would write in my gratitude journal. I'd say something like, today I'm grateful that I don't have to hold it all together to be loved. I'm allowed to feel, and I'm safe when I do. Number two, there are emotional memory triggers. And sometimes it can put you in a place where the tears can't help but fall. You put on a song, or you watch a film or video, or you reread a journal or gratitude journal entry that you did some time ago. And when you do, you begin to have some feelings. And keep in mind, tears don't respond to logic, tears respond to emotional safety. Number three, find yourself an artistic or a creative outlet. Paint, dance, scribble, write. Do whatever you need to do to break that dam with something physical and let the tears flow. And this isn't about art. It isn't about what you create. It's about access to your emotions. There are good things that happen when you finally let go and let the tears fall. Because crying is a detox. It clears emotional residue from moments that your mind has survived, but your body kept in and stored. And once those tears come down, you sleep better, you think clearer, and you soften up. You reconnect with the version of you that doesn't have to be on all the time. And there's no shame in being vulnerable. You know why? Because God meets us right here. Sophisticate. If you've been trying to cry, but you can't, this is your sign to stop pushing and just start softening up. You're not numb. You are layered and complicated, and you're human. So, listen, take the Emotional Sophistication Map. It'll show you where your emotional blocks are hiding. It's completely free, and the link is in the description. Then join my Emotional Reset Challenge to just get your mind wrapped around vulnerability and how important it is to your survival and to your future. Then grab my book, Brains and Baubles, Do What Works for You. This isn't about being emotional for the sake of it. This is about being whole. You deserve your tears. You deserve your release. You deserve your emotional sophistication. So like, comment, and share this with a woman who hasn't cried for a long time. And let's make space for emotional sophistication and softness once again. See you next time, Sophistication.